Tensions in the Middle East escalated Sunday after Yemen's Houthi rebels, backed by Iran, launched a missile that briefly disrupted operations at Israel's Ben Gurion International Airport. According to the Associated Press, the Houthis warned they would continue targeting the airport, urging international airlines to cancel flights to Israel for the safety of passengers and crew. In a video statement, Houthi military spokesperson Brigadier General Yahya Sari reaffirmed their intent to repeatedly strike what they called the airports of the criminal Israeli enemy. The missile attack came just hours before Israel's cabinet convened to consider intensifying its military campaign in Gaza. Israeli defense officials confirmed that it was the first time a missile had impacted Ben Gurion Airport since the onset of the war in Gaza. Preliminary military assessments suggested a malfunction in Israel's interceptor system may have contributed to the incident. Emergency services reported 4 people sustained minor injuries. As a result, several international airlines canceled or delayed flights. Many of these carriers had only recently resumed service after suspensions due to ongoing conflicts with Hamas in Gaza and Hezbollah in Lebanon. The Houthis have consistently launched attacks against Israel in what they describe as solidarity with Palestinians, positioning themselves as a key player in Iran's so-called axis of resistance. Meanwhile, the United States military has been conducting daily airstrikes on Houthi targets since March 15th. The Houthis claimed responsibility for the latest strike on Ben Gurion, declaring it a success despite Israeli and U.S. claims of failed objectives. Some of their messaging included exaggerated rhetoric and unverified claims of mass displacement, which have not been corroborated by international sources. In domestic U.S. news, former President Donald Trump announced plans to reopen Alcatraz, the former island prison off the coast of San Francisco. Speaking to reporters, Trump called the site a symbol of law and order and indicated his administration is exploring its reactivation after 6 decades of closure. Trump also weighed in on cryptocurrency, stating he is very much in favor of crypto assets like Bitcoin, citing the importance of keeping the industry out of Chinese control. He linked crypto to other strategic technologies such as artificial intelligence and reiterated his view that these sectors are vital for U.S. national interest. On the topic of Australian politics, Trump congratulated Prime Minister Anthony Albanese on his recent electoral victory, describing him as very respectful and expressing positive sentiments about their relationship, though he admitted he was unfamiliar with Albanese's opponent. Continuing on immigration and legal issues, Trump criticized what he described as a radicalized judiciary and expressed frustration over the number of trials for undocumented immigrants, calling the current situation unsustainable. In Europe, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky arrived in Prague for high-level discussions with Czech officials. He was formally welcomed by Czech President Petr Pavel at Prague Castle with full military honors. The visit comes as Russia announces a temporary 72-hour ceasefire next week to coincide with Victory Day commemorations. President Putin told state media that there is currently no need for nuclear weapons use in Ukraine, and he hopes it remains that way. Zelensky, however, dismissed the ceasefire as a superficial gesture and reiterated his call for a more meaningful 30-day truce, echoing earlier proposals from the United States. Stay informed and never miss a moment. Subscribe to our YouTube channel for the latest breaking news and exclusive updates. Hit that bell icon and stay tuned.